Coming up.
It's very important to have a nutritional-based, value-added program.
The perfect storm happened. Everything clicked.
Well, I guess so. He said, well, I'm finna sell it to y'all.
Anytime you do that, there's gonna be a rumble in the jungle.
One ranching family's introduction to the first ever nutrition value-added program. Next on The American Rancher. Hello and welcome to The American Rancher. I'm Pam Minnick. This episode is brought to you by VitaFerm. Today we're in Groesbeck, Texas at deCordova Cattle Company. The heritage of Russ deCordova's family has led to one of the most successful cattle operations in the region. His sons Ty and Cody are only in their 30s, but they've already earned highly respected reputations in the cattle industry. A good family and strong work ethic, coupled with a lively entrepreneurial spirit and great intuition for opportunity, has paved the way for their success.
I think the legacy of this family, the deCordova family, would be the cattle industry.
My great-grandfather was in it. My grandfather was in it. He ran one of the biggest feed yards there for a little while with a hitch. My great-grandpa ran Dallas City Pack for a long time. My dad was Superior now. Started a cattle company back when we was kids.
At the age of 16, my dad took a job with the Hitch family in Guymon, Oklahoma to be the head cattle buyer. And we moved to Guymon when I was 16. And I graduated from high school in Guymon. I went to school at Goodwill on a judging team scholarship and a rodeo scholarship. And went to school. It took me 4.5 years to get out of college, but I finally got out. Debbie and I married and went to work for some people by the name of Light, George Light, out of South Texas. He told me I could move anywhere I wanted to in Texas. So I moved back to Groesbeck because this was home to me.
First memories is getting up early with my brother and walking across up through that pasture to the pens to get with Dad and Grandpa. And just go up there and play around the pens and do all that good stuff as you do as a kid. Dad told us a long time ago, he said, boys, if this is something y'all want to do, you're going to get up early every morning and go to bed late every night. He said, if you don't like it and don't enjoy it, go get you another job, go do something else. And we didn't want to go flip burgers or nothing like that, so we just kind of hung in there.
Spread now, 7, 10, down, 10.
Me and my brother and my sister are very, very fortunate to have a father that we have. He's done a lot for not only the industry but our family.
I don't know, I guess you could say we got things that people dream of. We got our kids, and I guess we just kind of got a great life, you know, this old cowboy way, if that's what you want to call it. We get to get up every day and go do what we enjoy.
Like all ranching children, Cody and Ty were raised with a strong work ethic. And from a young age, Cody and Ty knew they were destined to continue the deCordova family's ranching heritage.
Whenever we were little bitty kiddos, and it's just something that I guess we wanted to do, you know, it's kind of like one of these cow horses or a dog, or I mean, it's either you got it or you don't. You want to do it, or it ain't straddling the fence, and maybe today you do and tomorrow you don't. You know, it's something we've always just kind of enjoyed and we've had a passion for.
You know, we started fairly early, you know, just didn't have much choice. Get up there and go to work with Dad in the summer, through the summer. You know, back then it was short-handed, couldn't find much help, and me and Cody was his help, you know, starting at a very early age, and just got right in it, enjoyed it, and liked what we did.
It wasn't long before Ty and Cody started building a herd of their own.
The boys showed cattle, and every year as they would sell their animals, I'd take their money and put it back in a CD, you know, and so as they had funds that they built up, well, Cody and Ty decided they would start them a little cattle company.
I was 15, I think, 14 or 15 when I bought a first set of cattle. Turned them out there, right here behind the house on the way down here. Kept them 45, 60 days and sold them on the video.
They'd borrow against the CDs that they had up that they made with their show steers.
We did that for, I don't know, for a long time. Helped pay for that one place we bought together when we was 17. I guess we was 17, 18. We bought our first place right there by the pens there, and we used them cattle to pay for it, and it worked pretty good.
Russ deCordova is a longtime rep for Superior Livestock Auction, and it's no surprise that Ty and Cody followed in their father's footsteps.
The boys grew up in Superior, and they were on phones as young as 12 and 13 years old, and loading trucks, and they've just been in it. And so growing up in it, they just carried on as they got older with their own customers.
We'd go help him sort and ship and load trucks on his bigger deals, and we'd do some of them when he had too many of them going, and we would do some of them for him. Then slowly but surely we got a couple of our own customers, just from referrals and you know, visiting with people and meeting new people.
After the break,
we was sitting in the office one day up here at the cattle company, and he come driving up and said, "You boys ready to own a sale barn?"
the deCordova brothers sees another opportunity. That's next on The American Rancher, brought to you by VitaFerm.
If you're in the stocker business, you know exceptional care and good nutrition are the keys to healthy, profitable cattle. The Gain Smart Stocker program provides all the tools you need to minimize stress at receiving, stimulate appetite quickly, and create efficient gains on forage or feed. Plus, feeding Gain Smart makes your cattle eligible for Superior's first ever value-added nutrition program. Learn more about the Gain Smart Stocker program and find a dealer near you at gainsmart.com.
In 1994, Superior Livestock Auction introduced nationally recognized value-added programs to the American beef industry. Now, cattle sold on Superior Livestock video auctions get top dollar when a program is behind them. The USDA-approved, third-party audited Superior Verified program verifies source and age of your calves. Superior Progressive Genetics identifies load lots of cattle sold on Superior that are sired by top genetics. NHTC verifies the source, age, and non-hormone treatment status of your calves. These and other Superior value-added programs are just another way that Superior Livestock is improving the beef industry and bringing more dollars to your bottom line. Individual programs start at just $1.22 per hundredweight.
So you can't make any money any faster than investing $3 and getting $40, $60, $70 back.
Call or go online to find out more about Superior Livestock's value-added programs.
Welcome back to The American Rancher, brought to you by VitaFerm. Ty and Cody deCordova are fourth-generation ranchers in Groesbeck, Texas. Together with their father, Russ, the deCordovas oversee one of the most successful cattle operations in the region. And the deCordova brothers' knack for entrepreneurialism is about to open doors they never expected.
Buffalo Livestock has been a Saturday sale since as long as I can remember. Me and my brother grew up over there in the barn because that was Dad's Saturday sale. So we went over there all the time. I mean, that's where we'd go on our Saturdays, is spend time with Dad, is go sit in the bleachers with him or run around the catwalk or whatever they'd let us do over there. So we grew up in Buffalo Livestock. I always kind of wanted to own a sale barn. My great-grandpa had the first barn in Groesbeck. So it was always on our mind. When me and Cody were, early 20s, I guess, we hit Bert up one day. Bert Richards, which owned it, told him if you ever wanted to sell it, we'd sure like to have it. He said okay, and then never thought nothing about it. We was sitting in the office one day up here at the cattle company, and he come driving up and said, "You boys ready to own a sale barn?" I was like, "Well, I guess so." He said, "Well, I'm finna sell it to y'all." So that's just kind of how the barn came about. We bought it in 2006. It's been awesome. A lot of hard work, a lot of sweat, a lot of time, but it's great.
With all of their accomplishments, the deCordovas will tell you that Superior Livestock has played a big role in their success. The family has been a part of Superior since its inception in 1987.
I guess the first year, we had 150,000 cattle or 175,000 cattle, and it's grown to 1,600,000 or 750 at the peak. The perfect storm happened. Everything clicked. And for 3 or 4 or 5 years, the market went up and everything went their way, and the rest is history. They were good people. They operated right. What they told you, their word was their bond.
In the mid-90s, Superior Livestock Auction began investigating protocols for improving performance in calves when they arrive at the feedlot. From that research, Superior developed and introduced the first ever vaccination value-added program for the cattle industry. 2 decades later, the VAC value-added programs are recognized as the benchmark of vaccination programs nationwide.
Well, nobody had ever vaccinated calves. At 7-way blackleg, that's all you did to them, and turned them back out. But they were heck bent to start the VAC program, and they had gotten with Texas A&M University, and they had all the data. That's what's made Superior what it is today to me, is because they didn't just dream up something. They dreamt it up, and then they backgrounded it, and they had the facts when they brought it forward. And I've got to be a part of that, and in the process, I've got to grow with it.
Superior, without a doubt, is on the leading edge of these value-added programs. They pioneered them at the beginning. They did not only that, but they did research with feedlots, with universities, as to the fact of, what kind of programs do we need to be on? What kind of shots do they need to have? The people that are buying these cattle off Superior buy them with confidence that they're not going to have these problems with the cattle once they get them either out on pasture, on grow programs, as well as in the feedlot.
The days of just 8-way blackleg are over with. People will buy them still, but you can tell the difference. There's a big, big difference.
Today, buyers will discount cattle that are not on a VAC program.
It really isn't about the premiums that are paid. It's about the deducts that you're going to get if you don't do it. Because I have the opportunity to sit behind the mic and see cattle sell that are not on these value-added programs. And we have a lot of buyers who won't even bid on those cattle. Today, when you talk about a $750, $800 to $1,000 calf coming right off the cow, you don't have to lose very many of them till your profit's gone for the year.
The baseline we used to have was, nothing compared to the VAC 24. But now the baseline is VAC 24, and it's not going to be long that the baseline is going to be VAC 34.
On the other side of the VAC 24 baseline are other Superior value-added programs that do bring a premium, including all-natural and non-hormone treated cattle, or NHTC.
I grew up in the day when pen riders were at feedlots. Nobody wants to work that way today. The day of the pen rider, as such, is over. So consequently, you're going to have to do all that stuff at the ranch. When they get to the feedlot, that's why these cattle with all these programs bring a premium. When they get to the feedlot, the less that they have to do, the minute they go there to feed, to get fat, to make money. And the less they have to do to one of them after they get him in that pen and he starts on feed, they can give it a lot of premium. And that's a big deal with Superior. See, they've always been that way. They've been on the leading edge of all natural, of VAC 40, all the VAC programs, and then the natural programs. They've been right at the forefront of the whole thing. They were at the forefront of video marketing. It's just amazing what they've done. They're relentless in what they do. They're always looking for something that they can do to improve the product that they sell, which is livestock, cattle, and how they can help the rancher to get more money for his product. I had those thoughts I mean, I figured at some point in time we'd have a conversation about VitaFerm.
Coming up,
Superior is advocate for the livestock industry, obviously, but in being advocates for that, you know, it's very important to have a nutritional-based, value-added program.
VitaFerm partners with Superior to create the industry's first ever nutrition value-added programs. See what happens when Ty deCordova finds out about it. Next on The American Rancher.
This is Gracie.
If you're in the stocker business, you know exceptional care and good nutrition are the keys to healthy, profitable cattle. The Gain Smart Stocker program provides all the tools you need to minimize stress at receiving, stimulate appetite quickly, and create efficient gains on forage or feed. Plus, feeding Gain Smart makes your cattle eligible for Superior's first ever value-added nutrition program. Learn more about the Gain Smart Stocker program and find a dealer near you at gainsmart.com.
International Genetic Solutions Feeder Profit Calculator. What is it? Simply put, it's a tool to assist in determining feeder calf value of the largest genetic group within the industry, and that's the crossbred feeder calf. The Feeder Profit Calculator incorporates genetic knowledge of mainstream sires, regardless of the breed, preconditioning and vaccination information, weaning management, and responsible health programs to evaluate the value on a set of calves. The finished product is a certificate that highlights the genetic and management predictions on those calves, along with certain carcass and growth traits. Producers have three things to sell when it comes to their feeder calves, and that's genetics, health, and the management those cattle are under. The Feeder Profit Calculator wraps all this information together, but the cost, can a rancher even afford it? Well, how about this? It costs nothing. Head to internationalgeneticsolutions.com. You can either know or guess. Choose no. International Genetic Solutions Feeder Profit Calculator.
Welcome back. Over the past 2 decades, Superior Livestock Auction introduced value-added programs to the American beef industry. VAC and All Natural are now industry standards. Recently, VitaFerm partnered with Superior to create VitaFerm Raised and VitaFerm Gain Smart value-added programs, the cattle industry's first ever nutrition value-added programs.
With all the success of Superior Livestock's added value programs, when Gain Smart and VitaFerm came to us, it was just natural for Superior Livestock to join up with VitaFerm, Gain Smart VitaFerm, because we knew it would put more dollars in the rancher's pocket.
So the VitaFerm Raised program is designed for the cow-calf guy that's going to sell his calves right off the cow out of the country. The Gain Smart program is designed for those guys that are wheat pasture guys, native pasture guys.
A calf will qualify for the VitaFerm Raised value-added program when it's raised on a VitaFerm-fed dam and or the calf is fed a VitaFerm mineral during preconditioning for a minimum of 45 days prior to sale through delivery. To qualify for the Gain Smart value-added program, a calf must have been backgrounded for a minimum of 45 days prior to sale through delivery on a VitaFerm Gain Smart mineral.
So the VitaFerm Raised program or the Gain Smart program, either one, is based around our product AmaFerm, because AmaFerm comes in everything that we make. And what does AmaFerm do? AmaFerm increases intake, it increases digestibility, but it also increases absorption. And if we can't get those animals to absorb what they digest, we can get the full benefit of what we're feeding them. And whether it be grass or grain of some type, it enables them to take it and break it down and utilize it more efficiently through absorption. So we get about 1/4 pound of gain a day when we're talking about the cattle that are out on grass or in a grow yard. When we look at a cow, we're looking at converting that feed to a better body condition score. It helps her get ready to breed back once she's given birth.
When VitaFerm National Sales Manager Alan Lee contacted Ty deCordova for the first time, like many producers, Ty was cautious.
He hit us up about helping him sell some of the product, but right off the bat I didn't do it. I just thought I was too busy and thought it was another one of them, here we go, another salesman talk, and stress tubs are great. And the whole time he was telling me about them, we was using them on our steers. That's how I really got to doing it, is use stress tubs on our show steers the first year. And then I got to visiting with him about selling it. That's kind of how we got into it. We was needing a supplement, and we had a feed store in town that wouldn't keep them in. So we started selling it ourselves, me and my brother and my cousin. We grew pretty fast. We grew fast. I mean, we sold over 170 or 180 tons in 6 months. I mean, it happened fast.
The success of the VitaFerm Raised and VitaFerm Gain Smart value-added programs is evident on sale day.
Those programs are proven that they will increase your gain. And I've had the opportunity to actually see it firsthand, where cattle were run across the fence, same pasture, basically other than just a fence between them. One of them on VitaFerm, the other one just on a normal mineral salt program, and seeing these cattle gain 1/4 to 1/2 pound more on the VitaFerm program and Gain Smart. And I'm also seeing it from the Mike standpoint, the auctioneer standpoint, in selling these calves, that those that are on those programs, the buyer is recognizing now that the health that is connected to a good mineral program makes a big difference when they hit the feedlot or when you get them home and they go out on your grass.
I get so much feedback from feedlots and buyers asking about mineral program. If we've got a VAC 34 plus type program and we've sent a set of cattle in there that maybe don't stay as healthy as we think they should, that's one of the areas that a lot of these feedlots are going to dig into if everything else is in order.
It goes back to helping your vaccines work. I mean, if they're mineral deficient, your vaccines ain't going to work right. But if they got the right mineral package and everything, then it's going to work all together.
All natural cattle producers are also benefiting from VitaFerm Raised and VitaFerm Gain Smart value-added programs.
We first saw the real market come as, if you will, a niche market to these countries. But that has changed considerable because we're seeing a lot in this country here in the United States now.
So we probably started in mid-February, and now as we go into the Corn Belt Classic, here as we're at the first 2 days here, and we look at these NHTC cattle, and we need to look at the natural cattle. I'm shooting off the cuff here, but I'm guessing we're looking at $15 to $20 a hundred premium on them NHTC cattle, as well as naturals and natural pluses.
We've seen all natural programs come and go over the years. We've seen them rise and have a lot of extra value, then they kind of decline. It's here to stay this time.
So a product like AmeriFerm that comes in the VitaFerm program or the Gain Smart program to help these guys, it's all natural.
All natural is just what I said. You cannot have ever had any kind of a growth hormone. It can't be in the mineral, flight control, some of that CTC, any of that stuff. Anytime you do that, there's going to be a rumble in the jungle.
When you think of that and you think of those cattle and a lot of those cattle being kicked out of a program because of antibiotics or something in the feed product of that sort because of lack of nutrition, the cattle because they can receive the VitaFerm or the Gain Smart, they can remain in that program.
No matter the location or size of your operation, VitaFerm Raised and VitaFerm Gain Smart nutrition value-added programs are proven to increase gains, health, and performance of your cattle. And that translates into a stronger bottom line.
It don't matter if you run 100 or 1,000 or what your number is. As our increased costs go up in production, efficiency becomes a very, very important factor, no matter the size or the location of your operation.
And if you've got them on these programs, VitaFerm or on the Gain Smart program, we're seeing those cattle outdoing the cattle that are not on it. And, I think it's a proven fact that a really good mineral program is probably as important a factor in your value-added program as there is.
Along with excellent genetics and a proven vaccination program, VitaFerm Raised and VitaFerm Gain Smart nutrition value-added programs are making an impact with producers across the country, bringing noticeable premiums on sale day. Your operation can benefit as well. Contact your local VitaFerm dealer or ask a Superior Livestock rep about the first ever nutrition value-added program. Thanks for watching today. We hope you enjoyed the show. To find out more about us, visit theamericanrancher.com or connect with us on Facebook. I'm Pam Minnick for the entire American Rancher team. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Superior.
Take control of current market conditions on Superior Livestock's weekly video auction. Register your lot load cattle by Tuesday, sell them on Thursday, putting you 2 days from money with the largest cattle marketing network in North America. Superior Livestock's weekly video auction has over 8,000 active and qualified buyers, and they're paying top dollar. Yep. Jump in. The bidding is hot. Call us or click SuperiorLivestock.com to learn more.